So, the question that you all pose, what is the Rothschild family's actual net worth? The Rothschild family was a family of 5 sons and their father who created a banking empire during the 1800s, and today the Rothschilds have a collective net worth of $400 billion. They are known as one of the richest families in the world, and in history, the Rothschilds have become quite influential, although in the modern era they are said to be less powerful than in previous generations. The Rothschilds have Jewish roots, and they originated in Frankfurt, Germany. They eventually established an international banking empire with a strong presence in major cities such as London, Paris, Vienna, and Naples. Since coming to prominence, the Rothschilds have been elevated to the noble rank in the United Kingdom and the Holy Roman Empire. They have also been given their own coat of arms. The Rothschild family fortune peaked during the 19th century, during which they had the largest private fortune in the world. To this day, this record-setting private fortune has yet to be surpassed with inflation taken into account. By the 20th century, the Rothschild fortune had declined and was divided among the family's many descendants. Today, the Rothschild family is still quite active in the business world, with significant interests in mining, financial services, real estate, agriculture, winemaking, and philanthropy. The Rothschilds have undoubtedly left their mark on the history of Europe, and their lavish palaces and estates across the continent stand testament to their incredible wealth and influence. Although the Rothschilds certainly stretch back much further, the first known ancestor of the family was 𝗍𝗍𝗄𝗃 Rothschild, who was born in 1577. The name Rothschild roughly translates to Red Shield, which is a reference to the family's original house in Frankfurt. For the next 200 years or so, the family was relatively unknown on the international stage. This all changed in 1744 when Mayr Amschel Rothschild was born. Mayr's father was a money changer who did business with the Prince of Hesse, and this laid the groundwork for the family's royal connections in the future. Mayr established a finance house in a Jewish ghetto in Frankfurt, and he subsequently expanded his influence to European cities across the continent. For each of his 5 major financial centers, he installed one of his sons as the primary overseer. To this day, the Rothschild coat of arms features a clenched fist with 5 arrows, with each representing one of Mayr's sons and a distinct Rothschild dynasty. Despite the fact that the Rothschilds had established an international banking empire, they remained content to live a life away from the public eye. Today, little is known about the early activities of this family. The fact that their power was placed in financial assets instead of empires or royal titles meant that the Rothschilds were impervious to attacks. During this period, Mayr's sons increased the family's wealth to an incredible amount. These included Nathan Mayr Rothschild in London, James Mayr de Rothschild in Paris, Karl Mayr von Rothschild in Naples, and Amschel Mayr Rothschild in Frankfurt. In addition, Salomon Mayr Rothschild was in charge of operations in Vienna. Mayr Rothschild made sure to keep everything in the family. Arranged marriages to first and second cousins ensured that the lineage never strayed to outside influences. The fact that only the Rothschilds had control of their international banking system also ensured that their true wealth was a complete secret to most common folk. That being said, Mayr's descendants began to marry outside of the family towards the end of the 19th century, and for the most part, they became intertwined with various royal families. A major turning point came during the Napoleonic Wars during the early part of the 19th century. Although it has been suggested that Nathan Mayr single-handedly crashed the London stock market by spreading rumors that the British had lost the Battle of Waterloo, most mainstream scholars agree that this is a fabrication. However, it is true that Nathan Mayr profited immensely after the end of the war after providing huge amounts of funding to the British forces. Essentially, Nathan Mayr bought up the government bond market and predicted that these British bonds would bounce after 2 years. His predictions were correct, and after 2 years he sold the bonds for a 40% profit. It is difficult to comprehend the sheer level of wealth this bestowed upon the Rothschild family, and this is one of the main reasons why Nathan Mayr is credited with uplifting his family fortune to astronomical levels. During the modern era, the Rothschilds have taken a much less central approach to international banking and finance. They have donated many of their estates and pieces of art to the public, and today they are much less likely to engage in lavish displays of wealth. The most important business entity for the family is the Rothschild Group. This group controls a number of Rothschild financial companies around the globe. In 2001, one of the Rothschild mansions was put on the housing market for £85 million. At the time, this was the most expensive residential property in history. Built entirely out of marble, the 9,000 square foot property is located at Kensington Palace Gardens in London. The property also features an underground parking garage that can fit 20 cars. In 2012, one of the Rothschilds' major investment trusts purchased a 37% stake in a wealth management group owned by the Rockefeller family. It's worth noting that the Rothschild and Rockefeller families have had business relationships and interactions throughout history, including joint ventures and collaborations in various industries. However, any specific investment or ownership percentages would require accurate and up-to-date information from reliable sources. Specific details about individual transactions or investments can vary and may not always be publicly disclosed. There are a number of prominent Rothschilds alive today. These include David Meyer de Rothschild, a billionaire and environmentalist. There is also Hannah Mary Rothschild, a documentary filmmaker. Nathaniel Philip Rothschild is the co-chairman of Atticus Capital, a hedge fund worth $20 billion. One name you might have heard is James Rothschild, who married Nikki Hilton in 2015.
Everyone wants to feel like a king, and that's exactly what RM Kings provides. Our collection features handcrafted RM Kings pendants made with the finest precious and standard metals such as gold, silver, and brass, with overall attention to detail. From chains to earrings to bracelets, our pieces are designed to enhance your aura and make you feel like exactly that, a king. So why wait? Treat yourself to a piece of jewelry that's as superlative and unique as you are. Shop our RM Kings collection today and join the army of kings who have already discovered their throne. Become a modern Egyptian king, one piece at a time.